everybody has been pretty active, pretty talkative. I would say probably Nate, myself, and Joel probably have been the biggest whenever it comes to the leadership role. But everybody's been pretty active right now.
How do you feel like you'll be different this year? What will we see different out of you this year?
I don't know if you'll necessarily see anything different. For me, I know I got to be a lot more aggressive. We don't have a 17-10 guy on the block anymore, other than I think Isaiah has the capability of doing that. But not having Bryce and Marcus, that definitely leaves a hole. So somebody's got to step up. So for me, I'm going to try to be as aggressive as possible.
Now, how do you kind of approach that? Because obviously I'm outside looking in, but you seem very laid back. You've always seemed just kind of to operate on an even keel. So how do you kind of come out of that shell and, to assert yourself?
For me, I've always done better whenever there's more pressure on myself. Knowing that they're not here, knowing that I need to do more. I think that I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to step into that role and to have to do a little bit more. So we'll see how it goes when the season starts. We're just ready to get it going.
You've played your best last two seasons toward the end of the year, and you had that little flare-up last year in Northern Iowa and Kansas City. Obviously now with Marcus and Bryce going, you got to be more consistent. Is that some of the pressure that you kind of feel early in the year to step forward and be that guy because of the inconsistency before?
Honestly, I don't even remember those inconsistencies, honestly. I mean, those are, last year, the year before. So for me, I'm trying to move on from that, keep that out of my mind and just go out there. It's a new season. I feel like I've improved quite a bit over the summer. So I'm just going to try to go out there and always thinking next play. If I can do that and keep on being aggressive, I'll be all right.
What did you learn when you tested the waters and got a chance to go outside the program and do some things?
Honestly, I learned the amount of time that you really have to put into it. For us, a lot of us, we're trying to make this a job, Lord willing. And there's a whole lot of things on and off the court that you got to put in, whether it's sleep, diet, the amount of time you put in the gym, whatever it might be. It kind of opened my eyes, kind of hearing from some of the guys that are in the league and stuff like that. Opened my eyes a whole lot. If I can keep that going, try to keep my body healthy and stuff like that, I think those are probably the biggest things.
From playing with the freshmen, what are some things that those guys do well?
Tony defensively can cause a whole lot of havoc. He's one of the longest guys that I've really played with. Brandon is a very active. He can score the ball. Seventh is, everybody's seen Seventh. He's active, fast. He's really kind of getting into that point guard position as far as running the team a little bit. And then Shea, he just comes in here and does what Coach tries to tell him to do. So they've all come in and done really well. So we'll see what they can keep on doing.
What was your expectations when you came in as a freshman? So how many years of college ball you'd be playing? What did you expect?
See, if I answer that, either way I answer it, y'all are gonna flip it around. So for me, I wasn't even focused on the amount of years, honestly. Obviously, you have hype coming out, being a McDonald's All-American, one and done, whatever. But for me, I just wanted to come here and try to be as successful as possible. And then whenever I felt like I was ready enough to leave, if I was, and that's whenever I would go. So I didn't really have a time period in it.
How close do you think you are to being at that point where you're ready to take the next step?
I feel pretty confident in myself. But it's all about what I do out there on the court. Like you said, I haven't been as consistent as I should have been. So it's all about once I get out in the lines. If I can do that, then I feel pretty good about myself.
How much did you use over the summer, or what have you, the national championship loss as, kind of fuel for getting back and winning?
It was quite a bit. Just hearing little things about us making it but not winning it, or about little things like, obviously we had a really successful year as a university whenever it comes to athletics. But to hear we had 5 teams make it to the national championship, but we had 3 of them win, and to know that we weren't one of those teams, it kind of hurts. So for me, I just try to change that into motivation, like you said. Just try to keep on going.
How do you watch the game?